Hello and welcome back to another video. As you can see, I'm actually a baking hair at the moment because I am on my alt account, because I am on the early access server, just trying to earn some money so I can actually make videos of me selling stuff and just demonstrate how it's going to work. As like I said, we are on the early access server, so what that means is this is just, you know, updates before they come out so people can test them and make sure that everything's working fine. But one thing I really want to talk about is the update was meant to come out today on Saturday, and I know there's a lot of people probably sitting there waiting for it, but it has been confirmed today that unfortunately it is not coming out this weekend. It's going to be releasing next week, which is really unfortunate. Obviously the way I've got this information is that the owner, Preston, he's tweeted all this stuff out, which we will be showing the tweets in a moment, but I just want to say that it is really unfortunate that we don't get the auction house this today, or this weekend rather. We got to keep it, you know, we got to keep it in mind for the long run that this is going to be better for us. Because you got to think, we wouldn't want this update releasing today if it was just going to be all broken and people were duping and stuff. We want the update when it comes out in all of its glory to be perfect. So as much as it is sad that we aren't going to be getting the auction house in the official game today, at least next week when it comes out, it will actually be perfect and ready to go, and that everyone can be selling and buying all their items. But yeah, this is my restaurant on the early access version. As you can see, it's very rushed. I'm literally just trying to earn some money so I can actually buy stuff. Let me show you the first tweet that Preston tweeted out. Right, so as you can see, Preston, this is his Twitter, Preston4N. I'm pretty sure he's the actual owner of the game. So he tweeted out, "Bad news. Market update isn't gonna make it by tomorrow. I'll have to have a concrete date slated towards sometime next week. Apologies." So, market update isn't going to make it by tomorrow. I'll have a concrete date slated towards sometime next week. See, now, obviously, you know, everyone's going to be sad about this. But one thing is pretty cool is he said concrete, and obviously concrete is solid. So basically what he's saying here is that next week there is going to be 100% date, which is going to be really good. So next week there's 100% going to be a date and a time, which is, you know, which is obviously a good thing. At least we know 100% that we'll be getting it next week. If we don't get it next week after he's put concrete date, then I mean there's probably going to be some riots. But yeah, he did say bad news, and he also apologized at the end to everyone because, you know, he has been sort of hyping this up and then it's been delayed. But like I said, it's a good thing that they're fixing all the bugs and stuff, because this is a big thing and so many people are excited for it, like myself. So it's definitely going to be good when it comes out and it's actually fully made and fully in working order. But yeah, that concrete date thing, that is definitely going to be exciting, because that means 100% there's going to be a date. So there's going to be like an official countdown of when this thing's going to drop. I'm pretty sure that's what he means. He's going to have like a time as well. But yeah, if it doesn't come out next week, I think there's going to be some riots in the Discord. I think this is probably the absolute last week he can delay this update before the game starts seriously taking hits, because I mean, we're all hyped for this, but if it really doesn't, which I'm sure it will, because I'm sure he would know that it would be bad for the game if he didn't do it. But I mean, the game hasn't been updated in probably about 3 weeks now, or whatever it's been. It's been a long time, so let's just really hope that this thing does come out next week, which obviously we are all hoping for. And he also tweeted something else out, so let's quickly have a look at this. So, the other tweet was about bad news, and now he's actually tweeted some good news. So he said, "Good news, the hardest parts are done." So all the mechanics of selling stuff, I'm guessing, is done. And then he said, "and working smoothly. It's mostly just content, stability, and polish. I'll keep you guys updated." Right, so obviously, you know, good news, the hardest parts are done and working smoothly. Obviously, that's really good. It's mostly just content and stability. So he wants to sort of make it so it's, you know, just nice and smooth. Nothing fails. Because obviously, if he brought this thing out and people were buying stuff and they weren't actually getting their items and it was still charging them, or some weird bugs were happening, it wouldn't be very good. So that's why he's got to get the stability and just make it sort of stable. And then he's put and polish. So just make sure everything everything after he's, you know, completed it all, just making sure all the coding's set out and working and everything's having a good time. And he's also put, we'll keep you guys updated. So this is another good thing about what he's going to be doing. He's going to be keeping us updated throughout the next week, letting us know. But yeah, I really do hope he's focusing on this to get this out next weekend, because you know, how much longer is everyone going to wait for this update? But yeah, hopefully everyone is like fully updated of what's happening right now, because I really did just wanted to make this video, because I'm sure like everyone else who was expecting it to drop, just like myself, I was expecting the update to drop today. Actually, I was like preparing for it, and then I saw that tweet when I woke up and I was like, oh damn. But yeah, really wanted to make this video because I know this, I mean, I say this all the time, but I know there's a lot of people who don't have Twitter and who don't check, you know, Twitter and stuff, and is probably confused about where the update is. So hopefully this has helped you out, and now you know more about what's going on and just everything like that. And also one thing I want to mention is don't forget about these pet images. All right, obviously this is probably going to be way in the future. We've got to focus about the auction house first, but what could these pet images still mean? Does that mean in the future, like after, like we're talking weeks after the auction house, that there still could possibly be a pet image? Because obviously there's one under that thing, and then there's also one behind the shop. So who actually knows how that is going to be, and you know what's actually going to happen with the pet images? I'm not sure about that, but we should really be focusing on the auction house first. Let's actually hope that they can get the auction house sorted out before we start talking about it. But this is, by the way, this is gonna what the auction house is gonna look like. It's pretty cool. Okay, obviously, like I said, this is an early access version, so this isn't in the game, and like none of my progress is really going to be saved to the actual game right now, so it's all just for testing. Make sure they can get out all the bugs. Oh, actually it's teleported back to my restaurant. Let's go back, teleport me back. But yeah, I've showed this off a few times now, and it is looking pretty sweet. And obviously we've got the leaderboard here, which I don't know why people are grinding on the early access version, but you know. But yeah, this is the shop. I'm trying to think what else that they might be doing. Oh yeah, with the limited time furniture. So another thing I want to mention is, if you didn't know, they will be bringing out some limited time furniture to the game when the auction house drops, just to sort of spice things up. So basically what they're going to be doing when the auction house drops is there will only be a certain 1,000 of a certain design of a chair or a table. So only 1,000 people are going to be able to buy this certain design, and then once that 1,000 has been sold out, it will then be removed from the shop, and then you'll no longer be able to buy it. And the reason they're going to be doing that is so that when the auction house is finally out, those items, because obviously they'll be decently priced in this big shop, but then after they're gone from the shop, you can no longer buy it at all from this big shop. Their price is probably going to triple. So as soon as those limited items drop in the big shop, you want to make sure you buy some of those, because I'm guessing that then in the auction house, people are going to want to buy them just in case they didn't actually buy them from the big shop. Hopefully what I'm saying is making sense. But yeah, that is basically what's going to be happening with like limited time stuff. And then here's just like the buy menu, just in case you didn't see my other video. But yeah, can't wait for this update to finally drop. Hopefully it's going to be a good one, and I will see you in the future. All right, make sure to buy my Gumball merch if you like the look of it, and make sure to stay awesome. All right, leave a like if you enjoyed. See ya.